Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Lakers loss yesterday, 96 to 110 against Miami Heat and Los Angeles, California yesterday. And with this loss, the Lakers loss is 18 loss of the season, and they are on their 500 record for first time since the second or third week of the season. And the worst news is they are played a very bad basketball. Well, yesterday the Los Angeles Lakers play a very bad game, especially in offense and in offense, where they had more than 20 turnovers. 16, I think, of these turnovers were in the first half, and they were they have a very poorly game in the offense, where they play a very bad game. And I don't know what is happening with the Los Angeles Lakers, because they don't find the ideal starting lineup, and the bench player aren't playing a very great game. The only two players that are playing a great game are Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but they don't have enough help to make that this team play a very great game and start to win games again. I don't know what happened, but since the Lakers won the NBA in season tournament championship game, they are other team. Since this game, the Lakers just had won 3 games in the last in these last 12 games. They have lost 3 consecutive losses, and how I told you, the worst is they are playing a very bad basketball. And I did that for first time, in my opinion, for first time. And we need to question and to criticize the head coach, the Lakers head coach, David Ham, because he's not making the right movements. He is not preparing very well the teams. They play a very bad basketball, and I think that maybe the owner, Jesse Bosch, and the general manager Rob Pelican will need to analyze if the David Ham is the correct coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, because remember the season is still early, but you can see that the Lakers in this moment have a record behind under 500, and in this moment the Lakers are in the 10th place in the Western Conference. In this moment, this is the last place to enter to the play in season, and the most probably, because the Lakers are playing a very poorly game since the NBA championship game. I think that the Lakers, the most probably, are gonna to lose maybe the other two games, the rest of the 2 games of this week, and maybe tomorrow they will win. They will win because they will play against the Grizzlies, but the next Saturday, Sunday, they will play against the Clippers. So if the Lakers continue playing this is very poorly game, they most probably they are gonna to be out of the play in zone in the end of the week. About the way how I told you, they play a very poorly game. But even that the Lakers play a very bad and poorly game in defense and in offense, the game was always close, because the Miami Heat dominate all the game, but they couldn't create a big gap, because always the gap was between 6 to 10 or 14 point difference, and the Lakers were there in the game all the game were in the game all the way. Sorry, they had the possibility to win this game, because always were close that game, but in the end it wasn't enough to win this game. But to be honest, this is something, I don't know, positive, because the Miami Dolphins, sorry, the Miami Heat dominate all the Lakers all the game, but they couldn't create that big gap to win the game, to win this game in the halftime or before. About the game, how I told you, in the first half, this is where the Lakers played the ball basketball, where especially in the first half, where they just scored 18 points and allow 25 points. The best part of the Lakers, in my opinion, was in the second half, where the Lakers won this quarter, and they put the complicated things to Miami Heat, where they won this half, and they reduced the game to a 6 point difference almost in the end of the second half, in the second quarter. But in the last, no, sorry, the Lakers just lost this game by 1 point difference, but in the end, the Miami Heat were leading this game by 8 point difference in the halftime, 53 to 60 to 60, no, to 62, no, 55 to, no, let me, no, the Lakers were losing, wait a minute, they were losing by by 8 point difference in the halftime. They were losing 45 to 53. In the second half, it was the same. The Lakers didn't play a very great basketball. The first half, the third quarter was last like the first quarter, but in this quarter, Lakers played his best basketball, where they won this quarter by 3 point difference, and they reduced the game to a 5 point difference. In this moment, I thought that the Lakers were gonna to win this game, but no. In the fourth quarter, the Miami Heat played better game. They scored 38 points. The Lakers just 29, or scored the Lakers by 11 point difference. How I told you, the game was there, but in the last 3 minutes, the game was over, and the Miami Heat won the game 110 to 96. About the general statistics, you can see that the Lakers play a very poor game, 42.2 percentage of field goal, and they allow 44.1 percentage of field goal. But the big difference was here: the Lakers just scored 4 triples, yes, 4 triples, and the Miami Heat scored 60 triples. It was the big difference. And another big difference is the Lakers had 21 turnovers. Yes, 21 turnovers again, a against the Miami Heat. And here was the big difference, because the Miami Heat also had 14 steals. And the Lakers won the paint, but it wasn't enough. And about the individual statistics, you can see here that the better scorer here was Anthony Davis and Aston Reeves. But again, the Anthony Davis had a tremendous game with 29 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists, and 5 blocks. But in the end, it wasn't enough. He made another double-double because he didn't receive any more help from other players. The second best score was Aston Reeves with 24 points and 8 assists. Max Christie, that I think that he played his best basketball, since he is a Laker player. He scored 40 points, and Chris Wood with 30 points. LeBron James didn't play a very great game. He just scored 12 points and 9 assists. But we can't blame the LeBron James, because he's the best player in this moment in this team, and he need to receive support for the other Lakers players. And something that I looked here is that Miami Heat is a very fast team and a very physical team, and this is something that the Lakers battle and fight in this game, because the Lakers look very old and slow team, and the Miami Heat took advantage of this. So what's next? The Lakers will play tomorrow against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies in this moment, yesterday they defeated the San Antonio Spurs and 106 to 98. And in this moment, they have a record 11 20 23. But remember that the J. Moran returned to play 9 games ago, and since that moment they have a record of 5-4. This moment the Lakers, who I told you, are in the 10th place, the last place in the play-in, with a record of 17-18, and they are in this moment because they are in this position because the Warriors have 2 games less than the Lakers, and in this moment the Grizzlies have a record of 11-23. The next game will be played tomorrow, Los Angeles, California, and the cryptoarena.com. This game will be playing 22 o'clock Eastern time. In my opinion, this team are a very bad team, but I think that the Lakers will win this game, because in this moment they will play in home. Even that the Grizzlies are playing better than the Lakers, the Lakers will win this game. I think that the 1 or 3 point difference, and maybe the game will be defined in the last play of the game. So here's one more opinion about what happened yesterday in the night, where the Lakers lost 110 to 96 against the Miami Heat. And with this loss, the Lakers fall to a record of 17-18. They have 3 consecutive losses. They have lost the 9 out of the last 12 games since the NBA in-season tournament championship champion. And it looks like that in this moment it's time to question if they be Harm is the correct coach for the Los Angeles Lakers. See you next video, Gibran.